YouTube? What's up, Patreon? What's up, Beehive friends? How's everyone doing? Good morning to everyone, and cheers. Just I'm trying to start a new habit. So what I want to do is I figure I drink coffee every morning and just stare at my phone. So why don't I do coffee and try to educate myself for the benefit of y'all, right? So I think I'm gonna start doing like coffees and interviews at least a couple times in the morning, and then I might like when I start getting into some of the more like kind of intricate like microphone stuff, I might do some of my like educational stuff on that in the mornings as well. But anyway, so we're gonna give this a try. So we're gonna do Beyonce's top bossiest moments. Warning: Beyonce goes off. I love this. I love this. I love when people aren't afraid to ask for what they need. But like I do think that there is a way to do it. So I'm very curious. And like my like professional career, like before, like a lot of this that I talk about, like I was an audio engineer and like a road technician and like a stage manager and like a roadie, like all that shit. From like when I was 16 to when I was like 22, and then like extremely part-time, like I would fill in with like a few people here and there and like a few of the local groups that like, you know, gave me the blessing of letting me work with them and everything else. So like it's been a while, right? But like I'm trying to keep up on it. I've been renting microphones, been doing some recordings myself, and trying to keep up on it. But like in between that, I was in management. I was in sales management for a long time, and like in general management. So a lot of it I'm probably I feel like I'm gonna side with Beyonce on this, but we'll see. Anyways, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check me out on Patreon. The link's in the description box, and let's see what Beyonce's up to. Cheers. I drink my coffee black, but I have a side of Diet Pepsi, so I don't know if that means I'm cheating or not. But anyway, cheers, everyone.
I have my hand in everything. I am completely critical and very, very particular, and no one can see what I see in my mind. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
You know what though? It's important to know that like it's important that she is aware that no one can see what's in her mind, because a lot of people assume that, and I'm really bad for this, and it probably happens a lot here. Like a lot of people assume that you know what I'm talking about, or you understand the references, you understand where I'm coming from, and it's just like it's important to know that people aren't mind readers. You know what I mean? Like you can't hold someone responsible for being a mind reader. You got to be able to communicate, and sometimes communication takes a while, right? By being okay.
What was your first show, your first gig like?
It was at a daycare. It was just a daycare, but we were serious about our daycare performance.
And
Reach out to you.
Wow.
You were alright just on that. Without the cheers, you were kind of soft, but you were still good.
Kind of soft. So not pitchy, not pitchy dynamics. Really, how old are they in this? Man? Because like, it's different, man. Like when I was 13, I didn't understand that. You know what I mean? I did not understand that. Or like whatever age. Like I'm referencing the 13 from Angelina Jordan video that I watched, and it's just like I didn't appreciate music like that. I didn't appreciate music like this either. You can hear it in their voices. I don't know how old they are in this. I would love to know, because like it's different, man. It's different. Yeah, they did.
Hey. Say my name. Something gonna change. You want me pain, so you've been acting kind of strange.
Bitch, what?
So you've been acting kind of strange. Say my name and say the game. I'm just asking you to say my name.
The best opportunity is.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. I want to listen to that again.
Acting kind of strange. Say my name and say the game. I'm just asking you to say my name.
It's tough, man. It's tough, and it's like as a professional, man, you got to make a decision, because now it's like it shows the dissonance. You know what I mean? Like because it already the chord already sounds like mixed, like unfortunately mixed. You know what I mean? Like just from like notes laying on top of each other. But then like to correct it and have the pitch itself not get corrected is just like, yeah, man. Like that's a tough call, and it's like Beyonce's just showing that she's the boss, right?
The best opportunity is we get to meet people like Diana Ross, and we did Divas Live on VH1, and you have to watch what you do and have fans, and it's the best thing. I mean, it overcomes everything.
Hold on, do it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
Don't you know there's nothing in this world? Kiss, baby, kiss.
She's got like a quite the look in her eye, eh?
That's terrible. Now that I need you, wherever you go.
Huh. I wonder, man. I guess it's got to be intense. So, like, again, like just in my own experience, in my band, like it's like I was in a band with 4 guys, and it's like being married to 4 guys. You know what I mean? And it's tough because it's like every decision you make, it's like someone could take it in their own kind of context, right? So, like my own, like in my own experience, it's hard having hard feelings in the middle of something. You know what I mean? And it's like I've been the cause of that a lot. Like I struggle to, I don't know what part it is. Man, it's hard for me to confess too. I struggle to learn like lyrics like through and through. Like it's not so much that I don't have care for it. It's just like there's something in like if I don't understand the story, I just can't keep the two together, and it's caused a lot of frustrations, man. It's not like I want that to sound like it's been an excuse. It's just like it's frustrated people, and by all means, and I've gotten looks like that, and it's tough to get through a performance like that. But it's just like sometimes, man, it's like when you care and when you want to be number one, and it's like Beyonce carries a lot of weight on her shoulders. You know what I mean? And it's like she needs it to be perfect, like, and she's worked hard to deserve it to be perfect. So like. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I love all these slow like edits and the like add-ins, like all the like I don't know. I love it. Whoever puts these together is great.
This is a beef jerky, and it's really delicious. I like the peppered kind because it's spicy. We love spicy food, of course. Did you just spit on me? We talk about everything. How guys are. We talk about our hair. Whoa! Well, we do talk about our hair.
Activities, how?
I'm just curious because it's like if I'm sitting on an interview talking about my hair, I'm like, man, there's so many other things we could talk about. I don't know. Is that what it was? Was there other things going on? I don't know. That's just my take.
Do you feel is different from being a group as in Destiny's Child?
I'm sorry, but I answered this question already.
Oh, we did? Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
sorry.
like, don't waste my fucking time. Like, it's just like, to me, it's like that's the same thing as like it's not worth trying to mind read. Like, I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time, right? Like, and it's just like there's good ways to do it. There's diplomatic ways to do it. There's ways to like source information and gather stuff, but it's just like don't fucking waste my time, man. Like, at least just try.
Sorry you guys flew out here tonight, but these girls are not ready.
That didn't sound like me.
But
Like 3 o'clock.
These girls.
Oh, we did? Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry you guys flew out here tonight, but these girls are not ready.
That didn't sound like me.
but
Like 3 o'clock, y'all could be walking out of here with a hit.
It's not gonna happen. To write a song and to sing a song, it takes at least 5 hours. If we were not mentally
least 5
exhausted,
hours at least. What?
then maybe it would be possible. But y'all been working us since 7 o'clock this morning.
Bye. I'm out of here. You can write a hit? Thank you.
I can't take him. I just cannot take him.
That's the thing, though, man. Like, there's a lot of science and studies around like how long you can push a vocal for, you know. And it's like I've heard half an hour, I've heard an hour, like I've heard an hour straight in a 24-hour sitting. So it's like you only get an hour to shoot vocals, which, like, you know, you got to come prepped, right? You got to come in shape, you got to come ready. And it's like if Beyonce can write and put out a song in 5 hours, like that's like obviously she has no problem doing that. I've also heard half-hour spits with just like time in between to like recover and everything, right? So I don't know, but like it's just like I understand that there's always I don't know what like I think that was the dad. I just don't know. I'm just not up on it. But I know that he pushed them a lot, like running into the heels and stuff like that. But it's just like, man, if you're not the performer yourself, it's like athletes, man. It's like it's hard to watch an athlete when you can see they have more gas in the tank, but ultimately they're the ones that know, right? And it's like they're the ones that feel what they feel, and it's like they may look good, but they might be putting on a really good show too, right? So like it's not worth risking things in the studio. Like you hurt like in powerlifting, you hurt yourself at the meet, you don't hurt yourself at the gym, right? Like so it's just I don't know, it's interesting.
God is able to do just what God is able to do just what he said he would do.
So like what was it? Like is there a video that I can watch? Because like I'm just trying to piece together the little bits, and I'm so far removed. Like y'all gotta understand, I'm so far removed, right? But like did Beyonce go on her own just so that she didn't have to? I don't want to say wait, because like Michelle and Kelly were fucking talented. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to take away from them, and they've performed together since. But like did she just go out on her own? So it was just like, listen, I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna do it my way. I don't want to end up blaming someone else because she's like high intensity. Like she's like, I just want to blame myself. Like, is that what happened? Is that kind of the way it went? Or was it just like the separation of famedom? Cause like, I don't know. I'd love to see like a detailed like breakdown, even if it's long. I'd love to see a detailed breakdown of events.
I'm not bossy. I'm the boss. Putting all the pieces together is different.
That's important, man. It's like those little simple differences are like saying it's like the difference between being poor and being broke. Like, you know what I mean? Like being broke is a situation, being poor is like it's a forever thing. And it's like we don't use that language. You know what I mean? Like she's probably like, no, I'm not bossy. I'm the boss. She's like, I'm in control. Because the thing is, and I shouldn't talk on this either, but it's just like in the workplace, the only bit of like kind of discrimination I've felt is like age, right? Like people didn't take me seriously because I was young, and like whether or not that was warranted is a whole nother conversation. But that's like the only thing that like has really kind of happened to me that's like affected me, right? But it's like for someone to just put you in a box and just be like, oh, you're just being bossy. It's like fuck that. Like I did not work hard enough just to be labeled as bossy. Like I am the boss and I've earned this spot, and you cannot take that away from me. That's the vibe I'm getting. We're only 4 minutes in. I love this.
Cool. All of the staging, all the segues and the tracks, all of these things take a lot of work. Can we have mobilators? Can we bring in the mofes and bring them back up? Can we bring in the extra LED and bring it back up? It's very, very simple. But I think we need to kind of simplify things. This is why I didn't sleep last night.
It's just such an art. Like it just looks like a university student just like cramming, just being like, I have this perfect project and I just want to show the whole world for it. Like it's beautiful, man. I want to see what she was talking about with the lights and the Mofar.
We bring in the mofes and bring them back up. Can we bring in the extra?
I think up here we call them mofies. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna try to remember what that is.
LED and bring it back up. It's very, very simple. But I think we need to kind of simplify things. This is why I didn't sleep last night. This is why I slept at 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
All right. I'm Beyonce and I'm the president.
Gets too perfect. It starts losing the heart. I haven't seen one person do it right.
I'm a person that's willing to stay up.
That's really hard to say, and you can see that she's trying not to offend anyone, but she's frustrated because again, this is don't waste my time. Like I'm here for everyone to put this together and us to iron out the wrinkles, but it's just like don't fucking waste my time, right? Sorry, I'm swearing. I'm getting into this.
Seen one person do it right.
I'm a person that's willing to stay up 24 hours to make sure that it's right. And we got 3 more days of rehearsal.
And it's frustrating when other people aren't, right? Like it's frustrating when it's just like, man, like I brought you here. Like you told me you wanted X amount of dollars and I gave that to you. And in exchange for that, I told you I wanted this and you're not prepared. Like it's just like, it's so frustrating sometimes. Oh, what did I do? I muted it. I don't even know how. Oh, the M. Ah, we learned something new today.
That it's right. And
We got 3 more days of rehearsal. And right now, I'm scared out of my mind. I just want it to be right. I'll be here all night.
and I'm very serious about my production, and I like things to be right.
I want the flow of the show to be right, and I don't want to have to disappear from the stage too many times. I got work to do. I got a job, baby.
There's no faking that either, man. There's no faking that. Ignore your basic physical needs. Okay, interesting.
So if everyone sees that I'm tired, then they have reason to be tired. So I always pretend that I'm completely fine.
Tired?
No, I'm good. I can run a couple miles.
That's like, oh man, like she's just such a strong leader, you know, like it's like you got to lead from the front lines, right? Like the whole like leaders eat last thing. It's just like, if I'm tired, if I haven't eaten yet, man, it's like if Beyonce was just being a superstar and just being like, you guys work on this for the next 24 hours, I'm gonna go sit in my hotel and I'm gonna get pampered all night, like you know, it would be a different conversation. But her being like sitting on the floor with all that stuff out there, it's like, that is why she's the boss. She's not bossy. You know what I mean? Like it's different. It's just different.
When I work, I don't eat. I don't use the restroom. I'm like a machine. And I forget that other people have to eat and other people have to use the restroom.
We have people bringing stuff to eat. We don't use the bathroom. We can't pee or boo-boo. Or we get bread and water.
If I'm not sleeping, nobody's sleeping.
This is a somebody save us. Save us.
I'm going to see some dancers.
Beyonce just not satisfied.
It's something that you can't teach. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Just don't record it. Oh, I gotta sing this song. Oh no. It doesn't work with the accents. Did you do the accents?
Yes.
The drums are really a lot.
No. It's too all over the place.
I just don't understand dancing. I appreciate dancing. I don't understand it. So I'm sure there was lots to talk about in there. I just don't understand dancing.
See, that chord is too dark. That's better.
One more time.
Wow,
I wanted
okay.
to get...
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Picking voicings, that's cool. That's cool.
See, that chord is too dark. That's better.
One more
Like,
time.
the harpsichord vibe is neat too.
I wanted to get an orchestra section.
You can't hear the melody because all you hear is bass.
It's good, it's all right, but
I mean, y'all know how I like my bass.
it ain't great. You gotta figure that out. It's actually simple, we're just overthinking it.
No, not that. That's better.
I don't know what that version was. Irreplaceable should definitely come after Resentment. The content doesn't flow. You can't go back down. You gotta keep going up. That sounds weird.
Bruh. She's an extreme perfectionist and a workaholic. You know what though? You know what? I've worked with so many musicians that are the absolute opposite of that. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very rare you find someone that can actually have a head on their shoulders about leadership. Because typically, like, you get lots of inspiring leaders, man. You get lots of inspiring leaders. You don't get very many pen to paper leaders. You know what I mean? In management, especially as artists. Like you can have some people like they're phenomenal, whatever. Like what do they call it? Like type A. Like they can stick to their routines and stuff, and they can probably play an instrument really well. But it's like sometimes the feel is missing, and it's just like the things you can't teach. Or you get like the other side where it's like you're such an artist, there's so much creativity that you've just so let go of like the thought of like financing and analytics and all that it's just like you're just willing just to be an artist. And it's like it's hard for that person now to be successful because you need traction, you need like a plan, you need marketing, you need something in your corner to back you, right? And it's like Beyonce is the extreme version of both of those. But like I say, it looks like she takes a lot of weight on her shoulders and she just wants it to be right. And like I say, man, it's like I'm sure that Beyonce pays a lot of money for it to be right. You know what I mean? And it's like she gets paid a lot of money for it to be right. So if she's willing to be there until it's right, then it's just like, man, like no one else has anything to say, which is kind of the way it is, right?
I look like I can't cook. That's accurate. Wait, they flat ironed his hair? Why would they do that? I think y'all's graphics are Vicodin. They're too slow. Like when I do this, it should really pop up really fast.
He was a lot cooler before he went into
Why would they do that to him? Who told them to flat iron a man's hair? That black.
I wonder how much footage they reshoot. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how much of that they go back and it's like, no, I don't like, I just don't like the hair. The rest of it is good, but I don't like the hair. Go back and do it. Like, I'm curious. I'm honestly curious.
It's really getting lost.
You know what sucks about that though, and it's like it is what it is. Like you only get so much, but it's like now you have to start the whole conversation again with a new technician, right? It's just like it's tough. It's tough.
Okay, so the mid LED goes out. It's more.
I think the mid LED is still on, but the mid LED is just very small sparkles that's hitting the hi-hats.
I think it looks really messy. This looks fine. It's boring, but it's whatever. The whole purpose of the set is...
That's a tough statement because it's like if it's fine, it's boring, whatever. It's like, okay, well, what changes it from being fine? Like, what do you want? And I don't know how many times they talked about that because like they might have been like the 5th or 6th time. But it's like that's a tough statement.
The background and the people and the floor and the instruments, everything is supposed to be white. But that don't look good. The angles and the lighting is not pretty as a whole. You can't tell what the set is doing because it's red and purple light. Play it again. And I hate all that.
I don't understand why. Like, I think that was a lighting director. I don't know why he just like stood there looking like astonished. It's like unless they unless they spent like the whole day being like, okay, let's do this red and purple, and I just wanted it to be right. And then it's like, okay, now the red and purple doesn't work because everything else we're doing. It's like, I get it, but it's just like, it's probably off a computer. If not, it's on these lighting boards, which are like all digital. And it's like, okay, so you go to your color palette and you pick your next color and it changes. So like, I don't know what his hesitation was.
Ugly blue light. I'm a black girl. You can't put blue lights on black girls. I can't trust them. They don't know what they're doing.
All white. So we'll go all white.
Yeah, we've got guys. She might be like, this might be like, if it was at an event, she might be sitting in with the director, like the board of directors or whatever for the building, and then like they just might not be used to it, or maybe like they've never been asked or is like expected of at that high of a caliber. Because it's like, you know, even when we were performing, man, it's like you'd get people come in and it's just like, holy shit, like I haven't had to put cabling on the inch of the speaker that you wanted just that way in a long time, you know. And it's like sometimes it's jarring, right? So I don't know what the situation is. I like it.
Do it tonight.
Okay. I mean,
I like that she cares. That's what I'm getting at.
I said that yesterday.
Right. Yeah, no, everything should be white.
I said that yesterday.
Right.
She did say that yesterday.
It's like placing the candles. Once you get them all in the right place, it all falls together. So.
Those candles don't look right. I think it might just be better without the candles. They're not doing anything for me.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey man, like, what are you upset about? That's one less thing you have to load at the end of the night. If you're loading it out in the middle of the day, fuck yeah, man. Put it in the truck and forget about it. Like, if you don't have to do that at 2 a.m, fuck yeah, man. Thank you. What else could I take off the stage? I built you a drum riser and I could take 3 sections off of it. Sure, perfect. Put it in the truck and we're out of here a little bit earlier. Like, come on, man. What's with the attitude? What's with the feelings?
It was really bad as far as the stage.
Do you think that's as strong as
The concept is there, a lot of work to do.
And that's what I say. There's a way of talking to people. I have the emotion of an artist, and you know, if not, I can't express myself. You know.
I don't give a fuck. Maybe the right way of doing it is y'all discussing amongst yourself, not in front of me, because that's distracting to me. Right. An ideal performance is coming from the balcony. It should.
Okay, I want to go back and talk about this one. I like this one too.
Express myself, you know.
Because like you gotta be able to express yourself. But the thing is like there's time for expressing yourself and there's time for business. And it's like if if my personal, and again, I don't know the situation. I'm just talking about like my experience in like management. It's like if my personal life is interfering with my work and that's making me emotional, then it's like that's one thing. But it's like if that's steering me away from like hard conversations, or if it's making me respond in ways that I wouldn't normally, it's like, man, like fuck your feelings. You know what I mean? Like check it at the door. And it's like if you need a day off, like take a day off, take time, man. Take time for your mental health. I am a very very firm supporter of that. But when you come to work, you come to do a job, and it's expected that you came to do a job. And it's like there's a time to express yourself, and I'm sure Beyonce would love to sit down and have the feelings conversation. It's just like there's a time and a place for it. And that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the situation, but that's my take.
I don't give a fuck.
Maybe the right way of doing it is y'all discussing amongst yourself, not in front of me, because that's distracting to me. Right.
And that's important too, because it's like people get really hung up in like the what's of it, not like the why, right? Like maybe it's like, oh, I said I want to do this and it got shut down and you don't like my ideas. But it's like, no, it's like maybe the real problem is that I feel like my voice isn't heard, and I have some really good ideas. I want my moment like the same as everyone else, whatever, right? So it's like you could express that, but it's like sometimes you just need the affirmations to get through like the Band-Aid got ripped off, and I just need to kind of like settle off on that. So it's like discuss among yourselves and bring that to me, because it's like again, it's tough because in a band, man, it's like you can't really separate, but it's like it's Beyonce, and she hires the group around her and the people around her, right? And it's like it's very very interesting. It's a very very interesting road she has to walk, being like the leader, from like a management perspective, and the performance of the superstar. It's just I don't know. I respect it.
An ideal performance is coming from the balcony. It should feel like a superhero.
You see, when you just coming straight down, you ain't endangering no people.
Right.
But the people can get hurt too, though.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna die. Why is it a fire?
And like so many performers fly over the crowds, man. Come on, like I've worked on shows. Marianas Trench, whatever his name is, the guy, he flew back and forth all over that fucking stage and all over the stadium and shit. Like, come on, man. They've been doing that for years.
Is it to put some stairs?
Because I gotta run out of here. Like, oh, TV standards say that we can't do that. Wow. It's because of Janet's breast.
I know I have it. I don't have the gun. That don't mean it's a gun. That could be anything. Which, by the way, that gunshot is real weak. Well, they let Jay get shot in his video. With bullets and blood. They had a disclosure before it. Right. But that just made it hotter. Mm-hmm. You know what? So put a disclosure before my performance. Can somebody bring the...
And Beyonce doesn't... Wow. I mean, like, if it's a performance, it is what it is. Beyonce doesn't care about streams. What does she need streams for anymore?
Piano out, please. Oh, it's not on there.
Play it and do the thing and don't post it anywhere. Like, just let the people there see it, you know?
No, because we've got a new mobilizer, so we get to set this up.
Take it off a mobilizer and get somebody to pick up the piano and put it out here.
I said what I said.
Did they paint it white?
Yeah, they did. Well, I mean, they were painting last night.
I don't like that the beat comes in before the beat comes in.
Right.
You can't give away the song. I give away the song, not the intro. Not quite. Hello. Can everybody just step in here? We talk. Oh, shit.
It doesn't seem like she beats around the bush though. Like, you know, there's none of this like, oh hey, how's everyone doing? Oh, can I have a coffee with you? Tell me all about your life. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a serious talk in a second, but you tell me all about your life first, and we'll do all that. She's like, okay, everyone's here. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this out of the way. Like, come on, man, come on.
I just want to be clear because this seems like a bit of a mess. The guys out. We don't have time to wait for the guys. Okay. We got a whole 100 girls going up to 100 boys. What are we gonna do other than this? Rie doesn't need to change.
Okay.
I say that 100 times, and once again, nobody listens. How can you dare, out of your mouth, say that the choreography in Diva is not creative? How can you dare say,
Nobody said that was not creative.
Talking. This is not working.
I'm gonna try to thug it out.
Plug it out.
I'm sorry, but you ain't stinking enough for me. I'm sorry, but you ain't stinking enough for me.
Y'all gotta put the camera phones down for 1 second and actually enjoy this moment. While he's living in the moment right now, y'all gonna be mad when y'all watch this footage back. Y'all gonna say, why wasn't I living in the moment? I couldn't even see the show because I was looking behind the camera lens. I want y'all to sing it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
You can't even sing because you too busy taking it. I'm right in your face, baby. You gotta seize this moment. Put that down.
It's like this person's just thinking, oh, Beyonce's lipping me off. I'm gonna get the views. Like, no, man, fuck off. Like, you know, like there's only a very select amount of people out there that get to see this fucking performance. Like, come on, man, put your phone away. God. Really? Oh my God. So it's funny because, like, again, I have nothing but respect for Beyonce, and it's funny to see her being literally the boss. So we used to play a game on Singers when they were bossy, when they were actually being bossy, and I've already described the boss and the bossy thing. So we just take soothers. We just take soothers and put them on their mic stands pre-show. So after sound check, band goes to the hotel, hang the soother, go home. It's like all the backlights are on the whatever the back colors. You can just kind of see the instruments and the silhouettes. And the band goes up, and then the wash lights come on. You can see everyone, and they got a fucking soother on there. And it's just like, man, I would have gotten fired for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I would have for sure gotten kicked in the fucking face for that. But like, it's funny to see Beyonce like, oh man, I couldn't imagine that lighting directors. I couldn't imagine their heart. I just couldn't imagine. Yeah.
Really, nigga?
Don't touch me, bitch! We all love you.
What did that say? Maternal Bossiest kicks in sweet.
We all love you. We all skip school to come here, Beyonce. Bye. We are.
Hand with
Do you see that? Like, she's like, oh, thank you. And then it's like, we all skip school to be here. And she's like,
her daughter, Blue Ivy, who literally looked like a princess in a tulle gown and a tiny tiara. Not surprisingly, Bey's arrival on the red carpet caused quite the ruckus.
Well, I have to be here.
You're the best seats. Oh, try me, bitch.
Whoever put this video together is hilarious. Despite being the boss that she is, Beyonce is still somewhat humble. Oh, I bet. So that's the thing, man. It's like there's a difference between being a boss and being bossy, and it's like she's not being bossy. She's not being outlandish. I don't think so, man. It's just like I said. It's just like I think people are just like. I think people walk into things and they go, I'm working with Beyonce. And they go, I'm the king. I'm the whatever. And then it's like all of a sudden, like, Beyonce's running your show. And it's like, oh, I'm not anymore. But it's like, come on, man. Like, who hired you? Who hired you? Like, I guess we're not doing it. It's just, okay, so there's a company in town. And their problem is like you booked them. And it's like now they were the boss. And it's like, that's not how it works, man. Like, come on. It's just like, I'm the one cutting the check. You know what I mean? Like, we're the one cutting the check. Like, we don't take orders from you now. Like, you are supposed to do the job for us, right? And it's like, I'm not being bossy, man. I'm just asking for what I'm paying for. And it's just like, there is a difference. I don't agree with this statement. Despite being the boss that she is, Beyonce is still somewhat humble. I think that Beyonce is still humble. I do think that Beyonce is humble. I saw the first like moments of Homecoming as I'm trying to prepare for our Patreon live thing. We're going to do the whole whatever, and I'll share it on Patreon. From Homecoming, and like the quote that she used alone, it was like I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was talking about how she's just like there's beautifully creative and talented people out there, and I just want them to be their best. And like it's tough, man, because it's like I can't go and I can't have expectations on someone, but I can sure as fuck have standards. You know what I mean? And it's like if you want to be a part of what I have going on here, then this is the standard. If you don't want to be a part of that, that's fine. That's fine, but this is it's not an expectation. This is the standard, because expectations, they leave so much room for error. You know what I mean? And it's like, now I expect you to read my mind and just figure out what I have going on. No. That's not it. My standard is that you listen because it's my show. It's my vision. I'm the artist. I'm the creator. So if you want to come here, you have to understand that we're going to do things my way. And it's just like that. I don't agree with this. I bet you she is more humble than somewhat.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Beyonce.
Okay. Beyonce?
Yeah.
Really, nigga?
Okay, so my first big show was a no-name band. Like this band had 2 hits in the 70s, and the drummer was setting up like right before they went on stage, and I was stage managing at the time, and he's like, "Can you believe I've been on stage for 15 minutes and not one person's noticed?" And in my head, I went, "Like, you're kidding, right?" So yeah, good for Beyonce. Good for Beyonce. It's not that weird that people didn't know who she is in some places in the world, right?
When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody.
Maybe I'm just like not as talented. Maybe my ears just aren't as talented. Like it maybe sounded a little flat, but I don't know. I didn't think it sounded that bad.
When Jesus says yes, nobody.
I would say like she sounds like she's capping out. Like I would say she sounds like maybe tired, but I don't know. Was it that flat?
Then I promise I'll give my life, my love and my trust if you put my boyfriend. All I need in this life, the air that I breathe in, all that I believe in.
Hold on, do it. Yeah.
We'll do it. Well, I went to a Kanye West concert, and he said he restarted. I can't remember which sample it was with Jay-Z. I can't remember which one it was, but he restarted it 3 times, and he told the crowd to be quiet. He's like, "Y'all shut the fuck up when Jay-Z's talking. Y'all shut the fuck up." And it's like Beyonce's got them same vibes. I've been saying that for a long time. I've been saying that since the beginning of my Beyonce reactions.
Oh my god.
Yeah, B. Talk that shit.
Really, nigga?
Look at him. Or look at Beyonce. She's just like, "You kidding me? After you just did that, you want to do some more talking?" If you okay at a 2.5 hour show, she'll make it sure. Oh yeah. See, and like production people complain about this too. Like, say if you're like, the problem is it's like normally it's like in the shows that I've done, at least these ones is probably like booked for like a length, but it's like the shows that we did, it's like you start at 9 and you end at slow or whatever, right? And then it's like it's kind of quiet at like 12. So then like all the production people are like, "Yeah, let's go home, let's get out of here, it's dead." But it's like the band's like, "Man, like we still got like 30 more songs we're excited to show people," right? So it's just like, I don't know. I play both sides of that coin too.
How long are we running right now?
2.5.
If that's the case, I think we're pretty good.
So we gotta get it to 2.5.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, so he's trying to say, "Oh yeah, we're in good shape. We're good in shape." And she's like, "No, we got to get there." Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna want us to go to their shows, Frank.
Why?
Because we gonna take everything.
Yeah, but everybody does that, though.
No, everybody does.
Yeah, you know? But it is.
She's talking about awards?
But we go and meet everybody. It's like,
Oh, they take all the audience and stuff. So like if she went to the Chicago show, everyone would want to come see her.
hey, great show. And then still is.
Hey man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, that was a lot of fun. I honestly think that Bossy is a box that people try to put a lot of people into, and I bet you, unfortunately, it's like, I really don't want to get into the political side of this. I bet you if it was a male, that wouldn't be Bossy. I'm gonna say it. That is so fucking frustrating, because it's just like I did not see anything out of line. I'm trying to empathize from like a management standpoint, from an artist standpoint. It's just like Bossy is not the word. Bossy is not the word. Like I think this is a humble person that understands her expectations, and if she doesn't keep herself to that high of a platform, then it's like you become that, like what's around you. You know what I mean? It's like the extreme. Like again, in my own experience, when I played like competitive soccer back in the day, we would play against teams that were like, you know, like arguably like not as like fortunate as us for a lot of opportunities. So like, you know, if they played worse than us, we would stoop to their level, and our coach would tell us that they were better at sucking than us. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you can't let that happen, man. And it's like, it takes a real strong independent leader to be able to build yourself into something like this. It doesn't take someone who's bossy, because bossy there's no respect and people won't listen and like all that stuff. It takes being a boss. It takes being a real leader, and I think that is, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't use the phrase bossy, and that's just my opinion. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed whatever we're gonna call this, coffees and interviews and whatever else. I just finished mine, but maybe we'll do another one. Anyhow, see everyone again soon.